Assalamualaikum. Selamat datang ke Voiceout Cakap Je. Saya Panji Syafi'i di sini with my partner.
Saya Zarina Zaharuddin. Seperti biasa kami berdua akan berbincang tentang isu-isu yang panas, sensitif dan dekat dengan masyarakat kita.
How are you Zarina? Everything good?
Baik-baik, Alhamdulillah. Sibuklah sikit. Tahun ni kan raya sakan. Jadi macam tak habis-habis gitu. Dia berhenti, hari biasa dia berhenti. Lepas tu hujung minggu dia sambung balik.
Betul. Our visiting can never be finished lah
So, yang penting hubungan tali silaturahim itu diteruskan. Tak kisahlah bulan raya ke tak bulan raya ke, tapi jangan sesekali lah kita memutuskan silaturahim. Apa-apa peluang yang kita ada, dan mungkin melalui podcast ini juga kita dapat memanjang-manjangkan informasi dan juga silaturahim. Mungkin bagi anda bila moga-moga perkongsian kita, tak kisahlah yang akan datang atau yang telah kita adakan, dapat memberi sedikit ilmu lah dan pastinya secara tidak langsung kita juga meneruskan perhubungan dengan kawan-kawan kita lah, supaya kita dapat berkongsi ilmu yang baik.
Betul, like many others podcast, we learn a lot of things along the way. We learn new thing, we learn something we don't know also, and yang shared by our guests lah, by those we invite. Alhamdulillah they are willing to share.
Yes, we get new knowledge and new friends.
Okay, podcast hari ni kan, kalau rasanya hangat sikit tau, panas sikit tau. Okay, before we start the hot topic ni, kan Zainah, why don't you invite our guest over?
Nanti sebelum tu Panji,
apa dia?
mungkin short intro lah Jadi pada hari ini di Voiceout Cakap Je, kita ingin mengenengahkan tentang isu dadah. Isu dadah, dan bukan kita ingin menggalakkan, tetapi sebab kita tahu isu dadah adalah isu yang sangat sensitif, tetapi ia perlu didedahkan dan dibincangkanlah secara terbuka. Dah tak perlu lagi nak simpan-simpan, nak sembunyi-sembunyi. Jadi kita nak open talk. Kita belah, kita dedah, dan kita cakap secara terbuka lah. Dan pastinya siapakah nak cakap artis jemputan pula.
Artis ni di Pertuan Agong. Sebelum tu kan Zainah, you dah letak ais, letak coke dah standby macam kawan kita sarankan tu.
Itulah, letak ais, letak coke ini dia.
Deep tu dia punya meaning, letak ais, letak coke Okay guys, let us invite our special guest lah Assalamualaikum tuan.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh.
Itu dia. Alhamdulillah. Dia sebelum behind the scene, Tuan Fadilan ni, so kita address him as the Tuan Agong. So
InsyaAllah, amin. Mana tahu? Kan. Satu hari kalau ada di Pertuan Agong, kita pun boleh dapat apabila tu tempias je lah.
Tumpang sikit lah tuan Okay, guys out there, sebelum we intro dia betul-betul, our di Pertuan Agong ni baru baik sakit. Dia masih lagi dalam recovery of dia punya demam panas dengan sakit tekak, batuk-batuk dan sebagainya. Flu. Yes, flu. Jadi kalau dia ada tersekat ke, ada terslow sikit ke kata dia kan, mintalah maaf.
Dah raya sakan lah Adakah ini kerana terlalu raya sakan ke? Banyak makan kuih, makan kuih tart, kuih mamo.
Tak juga, sekarang ni cuaca panas ni kan.
Betul.
Hujan pun tak menentu.
Betul. Cuaca
So I still remember how I got into this fever lah. I think way back before sebelum kita rasakan heat wave ni about 3-4 days ago, I got into a very strong punya rain. So on the way back,
siapa suruh main hujan tuan?
Waktu perjalanan nak pulang kan, kita dah nak balik, kita was caught in the rain. So it dragged for a few days and still cough and a lot of phlegm. But as I said, I have to fight.
Jangan ikutkan.
Thank you very much for inviting me. Terima kasih banyak.
Yeah, and we also appreciate even though tengah belum baik sangat pun sudi come on board to our podcast untuk
Baik.
bincang tentang Tuan di Petuang Agung out there yang listeners tu dia belum kenal lagi Tuan. Boleh intro diri sikit. Who are you and what you do? Yep.
Okay, my name is Fadilan Abdul Kayum. Again, born and raised in Singapore.
Singaporean? Yes.
68 years old.
68 tahun.
Sorry, no, 58 years old.
Wait. 58 ke 68? You nak discount
58.
sikit eh?
58.
Okay.
58 years old. Kita dilahirkan 58 tahun yang lalu. Kan? Cuma anda boleh panggil saya Fadilan lah. Kan? Itu yang presiden tu saya punya jabatan aja.
Yelah. Kita gurau je.
Jabatan
Tapi
tu
okey juga kan kau nak panggil.
boleh, tak kisah. Satu penghargaan lah.
InsyaAllah.
Jadi
Cik Fadilan Abdul Kayum adalah President of Ministry of Recovery. Ya. Mungkin
Right.
boleh
What is
jelaskan
Ministry of Recovery?
matlamat.
Okay, how I came about, macam mana kita tubuhkan Ministry of Recovery ni kerana waktu saya dah habis tugas ataupun dah bebas tugas, saya banyak bertugas dekat luar negara.
Okay.
Negara-negara seperti di Indonesia, Maldives, Malaysia, Pakistan, sampai ke Afghanistan. Saya pernah bertugas dan saya lama duduk dekat Sri Lanka juga. Dekat 7 tahun dekat Sri Lanka kerana kita punya office dekat Sri Lanka under Colombo Plan. And then saya juga pernah bekerja dekat Maldives dengan pemerintahan Maldives. And then saya juga pernah bekerja dekat Afrika Selatan, Cape Town dengan pemerintah Afrika Selatan. Dan terakhir saya bekerja dekat Afghanistan dengan pemerintah Afghanistan. So semua tugas saya adalah untuk membimbing, membantu atau mendevelop drug policy tentang rehabilitasi dadah dalam negara tersebut. Bagaimana dengan pengalaman pendidikan saya tadi, kita bantu pemerintah tersebut lah.
Okay.
Justru itu setelah saya dah habis, bebas, saya balik ke Singapura dengan harapan kita boleh tubuhkan, atau saya dengan teman-teman terdekat. Teman terdekat saya adalah isteri saya. Bagaimana kita boleh dapat menyumbang kita punya services kepada pertubuhan Islam, pertubuhan kebajikan yang menangani penagihan dadah maupun yang Islam, yang bukan Islam. Itu kita nak reach out lah. Di sana tu kita tubuhkan Ministry of Recovery. It is a sole proprietor. Is a private limited.
It's a registered company.
It is a registered company.
It's a company, private limited company.
Under Ministry of Recovery lah, is approved. Di mana kerja-kerja yang kita lakukan tadi, services, kita buat banyak outreach. We do a lot of education, drug education ataupun addiction education.
Okay.
And then in the beginning kita pun buat macam support group. We provide places for para pengguna, penyala ataupun bekas-bekas tadi kan, untuk buat support group dekat tempat kami. Dan kegiatan-kegiatan lain lah dekat tempat kami tu dulu. Sebelum COVID kita ada office kat Oxley Bishop, di mana office kita tadi kita sewa, dan banyak kegiatan-kegiatan in-house yang kita buat lah. Dan di situ juga kita juga berinteraksi dengan pihak-pihak penjara, dengan IMH juga. Tapi di situlah kadang-kadang kita tengok banyak perbezaan dari segi pendekatan dan sebagainya lah.
Okey, Tuan Fadilan, kita pause dulu tentang pendekatan tu dulu. Saya nak backtrack sikit lah.
Saya.
Okay. Why? Who are you to do all these things? You don't know all these people. You tak pernah. Who are you? I mean, let's tell the viewers out there why you think you are the first correct person to set up this thing and reach to them.
Mantap.
Yeah.
Itu $1,000 punya pertanyaan tu.
$1,000
Jadi saya nak kena jawab dengan $1,000 punya jawapan.
Silakan.
Jadi begini, buat pengetahuan semua, saya ni lah bekas kata orang tu bekas penagih dadah lah. Saya pernah masuk penjara, saya pernah masuk pusat pemulihan punya kerajaan. Jadi dah 4 kali masuk keluar masuk, tak berubah-ubah.
Total berapa tahun dah you penghuni kat sana tu?
Almost 10 years.
10 years. Kan kalau macam itu dah level PR lah.
You see, and apa dia?
Kalau macam itu dah level PR lah.
Oh, dah pro lah. Kira dah kira dah resident lah. Bukan permanent lagi, dah resident.
Citizen
dah resident and citizen lah. So again, I've been there. I've done that. Again, prison does not help me.
Are you talking about our local prison? Are you talking about our local prison?
Singapore prison. I went to SPS, Singapore prison at Changi. Initially, I went to MSP, Medium Security Prison at Poon Crescent, way back in 93. Sorry, not 93. 83. Sorry. Not 93. 83. I went in.
Okay. That time how old are you?
I was about 19 years old. Not even 20.
Belum masuk army pun.
Dah masuk dah.
Oh, dah masuk
Dah masuk 19 dah.
Okay.
2 kali court martial.
Oh, cantik.
Belum kali court martial. So if you were to ask me court martial, as I said, I was, I served in the infantry as a rifleman, and I underwent 18 months. After 18 months of my national service, I was found positive. Heroin.
Okay.
So the MP, the military police, or the provost caught me. So they hakim ketuk 18-month court martial. So they sentenced me into TDB, Tangling Detention Barrack.
Yes.
So the judge, hakim ketuk 18 bulan. So 18 months, I sat after remission, I sat about 1 year. 1 year dalam detention barrack. Believe me, guys, dalam detention barrack tak ada psycho education, tak ada assessment, tak ada counselling, tak ada group.
At that time, tak ada.
At that time, you tell me all the professional soldiers, there's no counselling. They don't even have SAF counselling. They don't have counselling session. They don't have education session. They don't, listen to me, they don't have psychological assessment. Nothing. What we do every morning is 5 BT, physical training. Physical. Pagi, bangun, exercise, physical. Pukul 10 dah habis. Physical. March, left, right. Lepas pagi, physical. Lepas physical, marching. Lepas marching, bikin sandbag. Sandbag punya apa hole tu? Kan,
foxhole lah.
So bikin itu je. Lepas makan, repeat lah. Lepas makan, repeat. There's no psycho education, there's no counselling, nothing. And you expect me to give up drug? Hello? So I did not, as I said, after 18 months I served, I become very tough, physically fit, mental kosong. Mental masuk air.
So waiting to go out and
Charge.
start.
Waiting to go out to celebrate freedom.
Yeah. And the
Because
celebrate
you know what?
freedom means?
You know what? Dalam tahanan tu tertahan, terbungkam, terpenjara,
Tersekat. Tersekat
tersekat, terhadang
Okay.
macam-macam.
Means
So
kita
after
cold
18
turkey
months,
long term lah.
after 18 months, kita nak menuju kebebasan. Freedom. What is freedom? I associate myself with celebration.
And
When we
usually
talk
Happy
about
hour.
yes,
Happy hour
when we talk
lah.
about
Happy hour.
yes, when we
Happy
talk
hour
about
lah.
celebration, we talk about alcohol. We talk about getting high. Guys, believe me, after my release, less than 3 months, I went back to drugs. Less than 2 months, I went back to drugs. So when I went back to the
Kenapa?
drug is available. I was not nothing. Nobody speaks about my addiction in DB.
No counselling
You banyak doktor, banyak pakar, banyak sangat pakar tu je.
Tapi
Banyak pakar tapi tak ada nak menyentuh. Tak ada orang nak menyentuh tentang say hello, Fadilan, what will you do when you release and so on. Tak ada. You see, the moment I released from the DB, I went back to my camp. And all the people that serve mono intake with me already are OD. You know, I went back to the camp, you see, when I went in, I am a rifleman. After discharge from DB, I become S4 runner. Man. S1, S2, S3, I become S4 runner. Orang nombor 4. Yes, orang nombor 4 dalam camp tau. Jangan main. RSM
orang dalam.
Orang dalam. So again, I don't care lah. But again, my addiction is so deep. Nobody dare to challenge all the things in my mind. That's the reason why I fall back to drug. Dengan cepat, saya balik ke dadah.
So you start after keluar, dah lama tahan tu keluar.
Terpendam.
The first thing alcohol, then slowly you upgrade lah.
Try balik daripada alkohol, start makan pil sikit. Zaman tu belum ada ecstasy.
Okay, Fadilan, this in DB. Does this thing works the same in prison?
Okay, sekejap.
Ada.
Okay, sekejap. I went back. I was court-martialed twice. After 3 months, less than 3 months after my release, I was caught again. I was court-martialed again for the second time for drug offences. This time, the judge ketuk 36 months.
Uish. Double 18 months.
Double. No nonsense. Singapore don't play. My son but it's okay. You know, I don't mind. You know, I can sit for 18. What is 36? I said, okay, I'm still young, but.
So this 36 in DB lah?
No. No, they ketuk, I will go into a civil prison.
Okay.
That's where I'll end up.
Belum habis your army, your service.
Panji, I was dishonorable discharge. I still have the dishonorable discharge form. I still have the form. Believe me, people are shocked. They what?
You have the form?
I still have the form. Don't worry. I have all the evidence. I have all the evidence.
Okay, guys.
You see, my thing is, I said, I still have all those documents. Is very important for me. So I went, you see, after the judge ketuk tu kan, military punya judge ketuk, dia hantar ya petang tu pergi Queenstown. Pergi Queenstown Queenstown, and then from Queenstown they transfer me to Moon Crescent medium security prison lah. Inside medium security prison dia ada 6 hall. A, B, C, D sampai F. Ada G sampai G untuk yang 55 yang CLD punya.
What's that CLD?
CLD is criminal law detainee lah.
Okay.
Yang 55 yang kena tangkap gangster lah, kena tangkap tak ada trial. So they send me to A hall. A hall are all drug related offences. So can you imagine inside the hall we have about 75 of us. who have a similar problem.
Okay. And you kenal tak anybody there?
There's no psychiatrist. Hello.
No?
Yeah. So
No
lagi strong lah
psychiatrist. There's
kan.
no counselors. Basically, they just put you inside there. You go and mingle yourself lah. You know.
Okay.
Lagi ni orang
Again,
bilang extend your network. Kan?
oh yes.
Ah,
Oh yeah. Banyak
75
orang kampung juga.
higher level of what?
Banyak orang
higher
kampung
level.
juga. Kita pula datang MSP disambut dengan orang kampung. Ni orang kampung gua ni, Fadilan, welcome. Hantar bakar orang hantar.
Macam-macam
Sadin orang
penghulu kat sana lah.
Pasal apa? At that time, during that time, I still remember 1983 1983 masih ada tobacco.
Oh, what you mean tobacco? That mean they distribute your tobacco.
Cigarette.
Tapi sekarang tak ada kah?
Sekarang tak ada, no more.
In prison,
No more.
they are not given cigarette.
No more. Not that,
No
those
more,
days,
but
yes,
during
they
his
are.
time,
Sorry?
Those
during
days,
his
there
time.
are cigarette and so on. So,
Okay.
people give me, my orang kampung akan taruh 2 paket, 3 paket, 5 paket. So, ada orang kampung, ada yang kasih rokok, ada yang kasih sardin, ada yang kasih macam-macam lah. Kicap mana macam-macam.
Welcome you lah, welcome.
So, it is a network, you know. Dan kita pula tinggal kat Teluk Belanga. Kenal pula dengan member dekat Bedok, kat dalam tu. Kan, kenal pula dengan dua member dekat Jurong. Y pergi, Y balik. Kan? Jadi kita dah mingle lah. Actually, you have 36 months to get to know each other.
Gosh. So
Listen
the
to
way
Ni macam
Listen to this.
like
Ada time untuk kita solat, ada time untuk kita puasa, ada time untuk kita mengaji.
okay.
Alhamdulillah, kita jalankan dalam tu. Tapi begitu keluar, I just speak for myself, okay? Begitu keluar, tinggal semua. Kan? Agama kita tinggalkan kat dalam, kita keluar. Sendiri lah. Kita tak bawa lah. For myself, I'm not speaking about others. But for myself, during during that time, I just don't care anymore. I just want to release. So whatever I've done inside is I was just say that it's between me and Allah lah.
So dalam tu, you lah macam ustaz level atas lagi sikit ustaz sebab boleh hafalan semua.
Level tinggi. Level tinggi. Dahi tambah hitam.
Oh. Sebab
dahi tambah hitam. Kan? Adalah tanda-tanda kan dahi tambah hitam. Kan? So banyak. There's a lot of issue here. I'm not speaking about others. I'm just speaking about my experience. Okay. These are the things that tak kekal.
Okay, let me potong sikit. Because I know there's ustaz coming in to talk, to counsel, mengajar, yeah.
Ada ustaz lagi. Ustaz lebih kepada I just talk about MSP prison
Okay.
Then we go through. Ustaz were only allowed to come in during those days to perform Friday prayers.
Oh.
Okay. Oh, at that time, at your time belum ada ustaz to come to do the counselling.
Mengajar. Counselling, mengajar.
Ustaz Ali, kan, Ustaz Ghazali, almarhum, semua dah almarhum semua apa tahu datang, they came early, dia buat tazkirah sikit, dia ajar sikit, lepas tu dia perform, dia akan lead Friday prayers. After Friday prayers mungkin dia akan cerita sikit, kan, ada soal jawab ke apa kan. By 2:33 he will leave. So there's no structured proper punya counselling, proper punya religious punya education and so on lah.
Tak ada one on one punya meeting session dengan ustaz. Yalah, one on one counselling.
One on one tak boleh, ustaz bukan full time.
Because we heard
Ustaz wasn't my muiz Ustaz wasn't my muiz
Yeah, that was there lah during your time.
That was then, at that time lah.
They were by muiz or MCS sana probably. You know, they were sent by MCS sana. They cannot have full time. You cannot have one on one. You know what is? We have about during those days, You know lah, Malay punya population, you know, dekat dalam prison ataupun pusat kan.
Ramai.
Ramai. So nak pergi kereta individual kan. Though dia kata one size don't fit all, but nak kereta individual berat juga.
Yelah.
So again,
Tadi bila you mention
after
dekat
36
dalam-
months, after 36 months, less than 24 hours I was drunk.
Your celebration getting bigger lah.
Oh yes. Dalam bilik berbual apa? Kau tinggal mana? Aku tinggal Bedok. Kau tinggal mana? Aku tinggal Tai Chi. Kau tinggal mana? Aku tinggal Geylang. Okey, besok kita nak keluar. 1 bulan ni dah lama kan aku dengar berbual dengan kau kan. Aku nak tengok besok kita celebration lah. Dekat mana? Kapage. Hujan very popular dekat Kapage lah, dekat Payung tu kan. Kat tepi center point ni Kapage kan. So a lot of Malay punya ni kan, diorang akan tunggu kat situ kan. So they will just congregate. Believe me, this morning when I release I asked my mother to go home, you know. My mother fetched me from Changi prison in the morning. Halfway inside the bus, I asked my mom, "Mak balik dulu. Aku nak pergi jumpa kawan pasal kerja." Kita punya apa tau, kita punya penipu, kita punya pembohong, bukan pasal kerja. Kita nak reunion. Kita nak celebration. Kita nak celebration.
Yes.
The number of people who got, after release, they got drunk and they beat their wife. They beat their children. They drunk driving. It's so much. The only thing is that it's not my job today. But as I said, when you want to care for what are the care system? What are the tools that you use inside the prison to assess alcoholism and so on? Nicotine. I don't know. The moment prisoners go out, they buy a cigarette. Believe me, some prisoners tak sampai Geylang pun. Changi prison tu tak sampai Tampines pun, Panji. Dia keluar prison tak sampai Tampines. Lepas tanya prison ada SO. Dalam SO tu ada tobacco. Dalam SO juga ada beverages, alcohol beverages and so on. No need to go to Chinatown lah. Too far away already. Why? A lot of people wanted to celebrate freedom. To them, freedom is celebration. Celebration is alcohol, women. They don't talk about these things. But these are the things that these are the underlying, as I say, these are the underlying issues that will allow one to leap back into the addiction problem.
Okay, what you trying to say is, okay, tadi you ada mention woman. So what? You want prison to hantar woman untuk diorang ke apa?
No, did you address conjugal right?
Like what?
Did you address safe sex? Did you address safe sex? Let's say now. If I'm married, for 3 years saya tak ada hubungan dengan orang dengan
wife,
dengan
isteri.
Dengan isteri, okay lah. I can go back and have safe sex or have sex with my wife.
Yes, correct.
But what if I'm not married? But I have this urge. I have all this desire to visit a prostitute. Did you tell me how to use condom?
Yeah.
No.
So okay, in Singapore I know kita tak ada ni. So is there any other country doing what you saying? Do they allow?
There are countries who are using the conjugal right and so on. You know, but as I said, dia bukan, kau pergi tidur dengan bini kau, tidak. Dia nak kena counselling, marriage counselling. Bukan kau nak, bini tak nak, kau jalan juga. Tak boleh. Both party have to agree. And it's not about sex alone. Hello.
Yes.
It's not about sex. It's also to repair relationship and so on. So these are the things that I said. How, Fadilan, banyak sangat kerja kau lah. Masuk je diam-diam sudahlah, duduk. People will say that. People will say that. They say, look, you're asking for too much. I'm not asking for too much. What's wrong with you if you do a proper education on that? Is that right? Is that right? I'm not saying that hey, Singapore government should provide conjugal. No, you can wait. You can wait for them. You know what? We don't care. You don't entertain. Don't care. Don't entertain. Okay lah.
Yeah. So you just
So what do you expect?
confine them for a while. Later they will
So
start
what do
back
you
their
expect?
activities lah.
So they will tell you not to go to that area. Okay, what?
But having
Okay.
said that, right? Having said that, you mentioned that you were in prison in 1983, which is like nearly 40 years back. Do you think that the system might have changed now? I mean, in your what do you think?
What
Or
my
is that why? I mean, is that why Ministry of Recovery was being set up? Because you want to do things differently.
Yes, we want to provide a platform. Zarina, thank you very much. It's a good question to ask the prison department, MHA. You know, when is the best to have a dialogue? You know, you're going to have grassroots leader, okay lah. And then you tell me that, you see, I'm more angry at times, you know, I'm more disappointed at times with the yellow ribbon. I don't care
Apa
yellow
dia?
ribbon. Yellow ribbon.
Oh, okay.
Banyak sangat tapi yellow ribbon. Banyak fun kau dapat. You know, but again, it's not about fun. To me, with or without yellow ribbon, I stayed away from your prison, from the government prison for 31 years.
Okay.
Whether you give me a yellow ribbon, be award, tak award, hello, this is what I'm going to do. Fadilan, you are doing well.
Yeah.
This step, skill yang yellow ribbon tak ajar.
Okay, like what Zarina just asked you. So what's the difference, you and yellow ribbon? What do you think you have done that is more effective?
As I said,
let's bongkar semua. You bagi tahu apa you dah buat dan you rasa
education
ini
is
aku dah buat,
important.
aku berjaya.
Education is important for me. How well we want to educate a person is trust. You know, it's not easy. It has to develop. And you know what?
Fadilan, in yellow ribbon, there's a lot of education, there's a lot of information.
I don't know. As I
and they even provide jobs.
Exactly.
Okay. Panji, good one. Zarina, good one. Okay?
Yes.
Answer me, okay? Just answer me. Any one of you or both can answer me.
Okay.
Believe me. You are the yellow ribbon. Okay? You are the yellow ribbon. First, you are the CMB.
Okay.
Or first, you are the single MHA lah. Or CMB lah.
Okay.
Banyak tu nak tanya.
Banyak tu kita nak kena tanya.
It is a dialogue. It is a dialogue. It is a dialogue. When you present yearly your report, so much penagih dadah budak Melayu yang kau tangkap, ada statistik what?
Betul.
Ada statistik what? Kita men in blue, women in blue semua banyak kerja tau. Sibuk kan? Tangkap orang ada statistik, masuk yearly punya report lah. Kalau bagus naik pangkat tau. Kalau bagus naik pangkat.
Okay.
Now, you ask MHA atau you ask Yellow Ribbon atau you ask CNB, berapa banyak penagih dadah Melayu tadi yang kau pernah tangkap tak masuk ke PJ? Where's the number?
Yang tak masuk.
Yang tak masuk jail lagi. Where's the statistic? Now you know some sense. I'm going to reverse the other way around. If you can present to me so much of statistic, I'm asking the same question. Simple question. What is the statistic for people who does not go back to your prison? Who maintain their sobriety, who maintain their clean time for more than 30 years. You are talking about 20 years, 12 years, a yellow ribbon, 5 years, yellow ribbon. Who are we at 31 years of sobriety? You don't even recognize that we exist. Hello?
You mean they are non-repeat offenders lah?
If you can, Zarina, if you can have first timer punya number, second timer punya number, LT punya number, LT1, LT2 punya number you can accumulate atau you boleh dapat to decimal point. You tak boleh dapat Fadilan main number ke berapa lama ni orang tak masuk jail.
Okay.
Am I speaking? No. I start thinking. When I think, I want to reverse the sex. I'm not punching hole to them. I'm just telling them, be fair. Because these people will sell your program in the prison. Because these people is a good ambassador to your program. And they don't even the certification.
You see the difference tadi tak semangat, sekarang dia dah makin semangat dah. Membara.
As I said, I will go on and tell you, look, it's different. When
Okay,
you bring
tell me what's the
Fadilan,
difference, Fadilan. Okay, you keep saying different. Apa bezanya? I want to know. Tell us.
listen to this. You see, when I went into the prison,
Okay.
dia kasih air baja tau. Baja dia kasih makan lah.
Oh, okay.
Dia rawat lah. Ini macam pokok.
Okay.
Ini macam pokok. Dekat rumah ni tak boleh tumbuh dengan baik. Dia masuk kat Changi. Greenhouse lah kira.
Okay.
Kan?
Ini dah level
begitu,
guys.
Begitu. Ini analogi.
Yes.
Nak kena tengok. Kita banyak metafor sikit. Jadi, begitu kat luar tak boleh tumbuh, dia masukkan dalam greenhouse. Duduk 2 tahun, pokok ni tumbuh segar lah. Tumbuh segar dengan buah, dengan apa kan. Begitu 3 tahun habis, dipindahkan kat luar. Kan? Dekat luar 1 minggu je. Kecut balik. Layu balik. Masuk lagi. Kedua kali ke greenhouse tadi. Masuk lagi. Incubation lagi. Keluar lagi. Kecut lagi. So, the moral of the story is not about the tree anymore. The moral of the story, the roots. Singapore government have to look into the ground, the soil.
Okay.
It's no longer the tree. Believe me, it's no longer the weather.
So from your point of view,
you need to look into the ground. You need to look into the soil, the ground.
Okay, what is the soil? What is the ground?
Pergilah community tu. Dekat community tu. Sekarang, as I said, when these people go out, they went back to their community. Mana dihantar? Bentuk baru. Mana dihantar? Tempat Red Hill. Mana dihantar? Dekat Woodland. Rumah 1 bilik, 2 bilik. Mana dihantar? Chai Chi. Rumah L, rumah ni.
Okay. So that is wrong.
Yeah, are you associating that Rumah L is the punca masalah?
Yeah.
I mean, sewa Rumah L, Jalan Lingkup Baru ni semua is the apa benda tu is the where the nests are being built.
They are throwing back to a ghetto lah, actually lah tu tadi kan. And what are the skill that they have? They can't even say no to their friend. What about drugs alone? Or alcohol alone? So again, these are the things that we need. As I said, I'm not saying that I'm an expert, but throughout all those training that I had, local, overseas, and I did my internship in New York way back in 1995. I went back to Daytop. I went to Daytop for a stretch of time to go and learn, understand and study what are the things and how to interact with people and so on. And from there onwards, I got my certification, my license to practice. And that's it. I came back and I do my work. But I hardly work in Singapore.
You were saying that you were involved with drugs for a period of 10 years, kan? I mean, in out for about 10 years, right? What was the turning point? Turning point? Because 10 years is, if you ask me, it is a long time. But there must be something, right? There must be something that become the turning point that you tell yourself, that's it, enough is enough. Yes.
Okay,
what is it?
To be honest, I think by now a lot of the audience break apa?
Tak. Ni ice cream dah sampai.
Okay, listen. See, my turning point is that I went to Petapis. These are the key. As I say, I'm grateful, thankful to Petapis. Okay, I don't want to hide, and I think most of people by now they should know me or knew me. As I said, I went to Petapis that time. During that time, I went to I volunteered myself to Petapis. At that particular moment, 1991, I still remember, January 1991, I went in, I volunteered myself. Nobody paksa me because you know what? I'm seeking help. I'm in
Oh.
voluntarily.
You
Oh,
yourself.
you voluntarily walk in there to rehabilitate yourself. I thought you buat
Right.
volunteer job kat dalam.
No, no,
Sorry
no,
lah.
no. I volunteered myself
Uh,
to be
to
rehabilitated by
by
Petapis at that
petapis.
particular moment. And pendekatan yang Petapis pakai tu, yang atau
Okay.
Petapis gunakan, tidak ada yang saya jumpa hari ni dekat dalam penjara, yang berjalan dekat dalam penjara. Tak ada.
So you are saying that whatever Petapis is doing or dia punya approach is very effective.
It is effective. You know what? I can share with you. They have done research. Hello, by U.S. State Department. U.S. State Department sent 3 representative investigators when does research about the program. I can share with you later on. It's a good one. I'm not talking bullshit or excuse my language. These are
It's
facts
okay.
and evidence.
We like that language.
These are literatures. For Tapis today, Jamia today, don't know whether the Taman Bacaan still exists. I don't know. But it is also for the prison. See, as I said, these are sound evidence-based program.
Okay, Fadilan, tell us what is they do that really okay. This is the place for me. I'll stay. What is the first impression and the follow up? We want to
Okay,
know.
after 2 weeks, as I said, when I signed voluntarily, I signed for 12 years. 12 months. Okay, for 12 months I signed. So after 2 months, I wanted to quit. Okay, I wanted to quit. The director at that moment called me up in the office. Fadilan, he interviewed me. Say, Fadilan, engkau sekolah dah habis ke belum? Tak habis abang. Satu, tak habis kan? Engkau ni bercinta dengan anak dara orang, kau kahwin ke perempuan tu? Tak lah bang. Dua. Fadilan, kau kerja. Kau kerja paling lama berapa lama dekat satu company? 3 bulan abang. Tak sampai setahun pun. Dah 3 dah. 3 point dah. Nah sekarang baru 2 bulan, kau nak quit Tak payah, kau duduk sini sampai setahun. And that is a challenge. You know what? It give me 3 facts about myself. I did not complete my education. Even relationship very bad. Even employment pun teruk. Apalagi social yang lain kan. Pangkar banyak. So dia kata, you know what? Take it as a challenge, Fadilan. If you complete, you will be proud of yourself. And you know what? I completed the program, and for the first time, that is the first achievement. Bukan dapat bachelor degree lah. Some people cakap dapat bachelor degree. No, this is my achievement, as I said, for the first time in my life. That is I complete the cycle of 12 months. It's not easy, it's tough, but there's a lot of things that we learn. Panji, every month we go out for outing. East Coast Park, for barbecue, for overnight, for beach. Kita pergi outing. Kalau kita ada 40 orang, kita pergi outing kat East Coast Park tau. 40 orang. You ingat dekat dalam air ada berapa orang?
Dalam air?
Dalam air kita pergi berenang apa? Laut.
Kalau 40 pergi, 40 lah berenang. Berapa banyak lagi nak berenang?
40 orang berenang
Balik 20.
Only 30 people are allowed to be in the sea.
Okay.
Only 30 people are allowed to be in the sea.
Okay.
Lagi 10?
Lagi 10 jadi lifeguard.
Oh.
Mana nak belajar tu skill? Ada yellow ribbon punya skill.
Jadi
This is
lifeguard.
how. No, yes.
Kalau
Jadi lifeguard dengan whistle. Dengan life buoy.
You mean they teach them how to be a lifeguard?
No, yes. They will ask, can you swim? Can you swim? Can you swim? Yes. That means you can swim, you can save people. But you cuma apa tau? You become an eye tau. An eye to watch others while others enjoy the swimming. Kalau 40 dalam laut, yang lemas, yang tenggelam, yang ni siapa nak pergi atas? So
betul
these
juga,
are the things. See, these are the management. As I said, these are the management that I've learned inside Petapis Hafi House. And
Secara tak langsung they teach you all not only a lot,
management skill.
life skill, yeah, and
Life skill, management skill. And you know what? Before the acara pergi outing, 1 bulan sebelum outing, dah ada pre-outing punya group. Pre-outing punya education. Apa kita nak bawa, apa kita nak buat, apa yang kita nak kena ni, apa group yang kita nak kena form and so on. What are the games that we're gonna play? What activity that we're gonna play? All has been discussed and finalized. Before kita keluar malam tu, kita dah water parade. Lepas tu tidur, pagi besok keluar. Then everybody dah ada sign. Again, what they also teach us, don't only talk and focus about your problem. You also need to talk about or think about solution. Way out, options. See, these are the things that, when you let it up on the system, you know that you have a buddy, you know that you have a peer, you know that you have a roommate, you know that you have a static in your brother, you know that you have a department. You see, for example now, I belongs to your room, our room, I belongs to 3 of us. Okay, Panji, you punya employment ataupun you punya work punya status, you dekat kitchen. Zarina, you dekat maintenance. I dekat housekeeping. You see, you belongs to different department. But Panji, you belongs to middle peer tau.
Okay.
Zarina, you belongs to older peer. I younger member. You see?
Dia nak pilih younger je kan?
Yeah, there are 3 different department. There are 3 different stages. Fasa phase Younger, middle ataupun older. Dia ada fasa dia.
Okay.
Dia ada fasa dia. And then jangan lupa, kita pergi bilik pun ada nama Mawar. Ada nama Melati contoh lah.
Okay.
And then kita pergi counselor nama dia Bella. Jadi kita pergi static counselor Bella. See, if I fumble, if I did some mistake, right? When I go back to the room, the 2 of you will ask me, confront me, Fadilan, why you make a mistake this morning? Pressure, no? When people start to confront you, people start to pull you up. Hey, look, better pull up your socks. I have to be accountable to you, Panji. I have to be accountable to you, Zarina. Okay, Fadilan, Fadilan, don't repeat the same mistake again. If you have anything, come back to us. So they are level.
Each other lah.
They are level. You have static brothers. You have peer, same peer, sama fasa tu. Then you have room, and then you have department, and then you have the whole house. You see the level of intervention. All the heat will come from. Kalau I miss keluar dalam bilik daripada you all kan, I pergi dalam department, I punya housekeeping department akan confront me. Not both of you, but my work colleague akan confront me. So these are the things that again are very challenging. That's where they start to peel all your mask lah. During those 1 year, dia orang akan buka pelan-pelan. Kita
macam kopek bawang.
Yes, dia unmask you one by one lah. Kan? Who are you? Why are you working on? Where are you right now? Kenapa kau pakai misai? kau ada apa, kau pasal apa privilege kau pakai misai. Semua kena confront. But again, these are the things. It's not happening in the prison. The prison kau confront, orang pukul kau. Kau siapa? Nak confront aku? Kau apa hal? Kan? So when you does that in the prison, people will label you. Kan? People will cakap apa lah ni orang kan. But in Petapis tak ada labeling. All is about care and concern. Responsible care and concern. That's what I learned inside the program. And that's why I show it to you. Lepas after 1 year, we went back, kita balik ke rumah masing-masing, ke family masing-masing. Tak ada orang nak tap kau kan. Kau boleh hapkan di tangan, kau tap sendiri. Kau tap ni, padahal you are doing well for 1 day. Padahal you are doing well for another day. Good job, man.
Every milestone you achieve, you tap yourself, you say that well done to yourself.
Right. So again, as I said, we start slow, but surely, kita stable and so on.
Okay, let me ask you a raw question, Fadilan. You keep saying that kat prison tak ada apa-apa, kat prison tak boleh buat ni. Okay, how do I put it? Prison, kau buat salah, that's where tempat kau punishment. Apa nak lagi bagi TDL, tender living care? Prison, punish. So, do you expect prison to give you tender living care? Okay, this is a question, my direct question to you lah, because apa you expect? You cannot expect people to give you tender living care apa? You nak kalau because you compare dengan Petapis, of course you dah keluar daripada prison, you have finished your punishment. So do you still think that prison mesti act the same macam Petapis?
As we speak today, I selalu juga jalan dekat Selarang tu.
Okay.
Selarang apa? Halfway house tu. Kan, banyak kadang-kadang kita tengok macam burung kena air kat depan, kat luar tu kan. Kan, kat depan Selarang tu kita tengok so many, ada yang menyangkung, ada yang ini kan. So what is that? It's like eyesore for me, as I said. For me personally, it's an eyesore. Kan, kalau kau nak bikin sistem, kau nak control, go ahead lah. But we have Petapis Halfway House, we have Islah, we have We Care, or we have yang dekat mana tu, High Point, Breakthrough and so on. So if you can privatize your system, it's just one arm only. Kan? Then from there you will learn. For me, as I said, I'm not an expert lah. Kan? To me, as I said, I just want to suggest, if you can farm up one good project to a private or to a Petapis ke, ataupun to Islah ke, to High Point ke, whatever, do an integrated je. Kan? From there you can see. I've seen a lot. You see, when I was in Petapis, kita pun tengok prison-based system dengan naltrazon. Bukan kita nak punch hole, tidak. Kau punya naltrazon pun fail. Kau kasih budak makan pil naltrazon. Kan?
Prison, our prison, local.
Our prison lah, mana lagi? I'm not talking about local. I don't want to talk about local. We are talking about our current prison. As I said, cuba buka balik, cuba visit, go and revisit again. What happened to our naltrazon program? I'm sure you all pernah dengar. Pernah dengar tak?
I only hear
What
from
program
you.
is that? What's the program?
Naltrazon.
Okay.
Naltrazon, Naltrazone ke naltrazon.
Bagi the what? Synthetic.
Dia tu itu substitution lah. Antagonist lah tu.
Okay.
Yeah. Jadi, you see, this program, Zarina, is good. You can Google the program for naltrazon. See what are the results and so on. Okay, revisit again. Why it failed. I can safely say that during my time, those prisoners yang went to the program, diorang makan 1 biji naltrexone on Monday, Wednesday 1 biji, Monday 1 biji, Wednesday 1 biji, Friday 2 biji. Okay. Then come back to Monday. Monday 1 biji, Wednesday 1 biji, Friday 2 biji. Event nanti 6 bulan to 9 bulan. The question is that kenapa nak kasih 2 biji pada hari Jumaat tu? Pasal apa? Budak-budak yang kita terima balik kat petapis waktu tu, bila hari Jumaat je kan, diorang balik, diorang feel giddy, you know. Kau apa hal ini kan? Pening kan Fadilan? Apa hal? Hari Jumaat selalu kita makan 2 biji tau. Pelik juga Senin 1 biji. Dengar Senin 1 biji. Berapa 1 biji? Jumaat 2 biji. Asal Jumaat 2 biji. Oh itu, that one is for Sunday.
Okay. What they give
It's a joke. Hello, it's a joke. It's a joke. Let me tell you, it's a joke. Just because job reasons we start tak nak buka, tak nak kerja on Sunday, ini inmate nak makan 2 biji ke apa? And let me tell you, kalau ethical review, IRB review, salah. Why? Non-compliance. Bukan naltrexone yang fail, bukan budak yang fail, tapi prison system yang fail. Let me tell you that. And we are not stupid. Just because your staff doesn't work, just because you cannot arrange Sunday for your prison staff to distribute or to administer the pills to them.
So what you trying to say is, yang Friday tu shouldn't give 2, just continue bagi satu-satu.
If you were to ask me, I'm not.
But having said that, sorry, I have to cut you off. But having said that, the reason for this naltrexone, because they say that, okay, I will state that this is a medication used to prevent people who have been addicted to certain drugs from taking them again. My point here, by eating this, that means they will not go back to drugs? Because there's no objective.
Yeah, but again, you see, if you look into compliance, you already fail already. As I said, Darina, it's not about the drug. The drug is effective, as I said. It helps. It helps to a certain point. It helps to a certain point. But if you put into extra dosage on Friday, that affect a individual, and you cannot sum up.
Tell us more why you say it's salah.
It's not salah. I'm not saying salah. As I said, they pay non-compliance too.
So what it should be to your pandangan? What it should be?
It should be, as I said, it should be 1, 3, 5, 7. Then
do not skip the 7.
Dua cycle. You see, they don't pay me you see, when you done all this trial, when you done all this medical punya ini, a lot of pharmaceutical pumping a lot of money. And you know what? I look into life. It's not about the money. And as I said, when you talk about professionalism, hey, I say, look, someone gonna kick their ass in terms of ethics. Let me tell you, I does ethics. We done ethics. We know it's wrong. We know it's wrong. I'm not saying that, but again, these are the things that hello, you should prevent it as a professional.
So this happened under the book lah, under the table lah.
Because I have the paper.
You say non-compliance, they have to follow compliance by right, kena ada Sunday. Tapi because it's tak ada orang nak kerja hari Minggu, they give on Friday extra dosage. So shouldn't whoever yang dapat on a Friday makan satu, then they themselves makan Sunday satu.
No. You have to swallow in front. You have to swallow in front of the prison officer.
Oh, okay. Faham.
Again, as I said, these are the things that we should learn. I'm not saying that I'm proud, I'm smart. No, I'm not saying that I'm smart. These are the things that give me awareness. I don't care about the money. I don't care about people's life. Though they are prisoners, they have a dignity lah. Dia ada harga diri. Dia manusia. Dia bukan dia bukan guinea pig.
Yes.
No, it's not that. And you know what? What is so difficult to admit? I will forward to you one good research by all this. Now Tazon, I have the paper lah. Don't worry. I have everything. As I said, I do my research, and I said, I found all the papers. The only thing is that it is for my own reference lah.
Okay lah. Fadilan.
Fadilan, just now you
Okay, Zainal, go ahead.
just now you mentioned that your turning point in life was after you went into Petapis. So
Right.
am I right to say that after you leave Petapis for 1 year, for 12 months, right, you are a totally different person? That's where you tell yourself that it's no more, enough is enough. And ever since then, you have been clear of drugs. Am I right to say that?
Exactly. I told you 31 years ago, I did not go back to the prison. Okay? I give up my habit. I give up my cigarette smoking. I give up almost
Even
everything.
cigarette? Even cigarette?
No, I don't smoke at all. I don't smoke at all. Do I receive any yellow ribbon being recognized? Alright. No. Well, these are the things, prison should look into cessation clinic in the system. So these are the things, as I said, there's a lot of things that I wanted to share so that I'm expert. No, I've done a lot of work.
Yeah.
I've done a lot of work. I'm an advisor. I'm the senior advisor to the minister in Afghanistan, and I brought the minister to Singapore. Believe me, I brought the minister to Singapore, have a meeting with the MHA at Cantonment. The whole group of MHA officers, high-level officers, was shocked that Fadilan is a senior advisor to the minister. When the minister introduced me, they were shocked. The head was turning. Then they focused back to the meeting. When they approached me during tea break, then everybody rushed to me. Hey, Fadilan, how you get a job and so on? I say I was hired by US State Department. Simple as that. I'm a contractor in the US State Department. Hey, how you got a job and so on? I said no. I was selected. I was headhunted. I said, that's it.
Okay, we backtrack sikit I want you to tell us what should be done to help those out there yang tengah struggle nak back to track. What should they do? Who should they approach? And what they must do that they can become like you? At least they bebas daripada even smoke also. What is your advice? First and foremost.
See, there's a lot of work. Panji, Zarina, there's a lot of work.
I know, yes. Yeah.
You see,
and I know there's out there a lot of people out there tengah struggling.
Kawan-kawan kita ni sekarang, ataupun adik-adik kita atau anak-anak kita ni sekarang, banyak yang struggle. You see, as I said lah, best is to cari ustaz yang boleh ajar kau bertaubat. The first stage before any clinical come in, the best stage is to get a person involved dengan hablum minallah, hablum minan nas. Apa hubungan dengan Allah? Apa hubungan dengan manusia? Hubungan dengan Allah, hablum minallah tadi, bertaubatlah. Ada juga orang cakap taubat cukup dengan niat. Ada orang cakap, fahaman orang, nak kena mandi, nak kena solat, nak kena baca bacaan taubat, nak kena zikir taubat. Ada juga yang kata cukup dengan niat. Allah tu maha mengetahui, Allah maha. Nah, ini yang kita nak, ada ustaz yang boleh bimbing. Kalau nak kena mandi, ustaz tunjukkan macam mana cara mandi. We cannot, take it, alamak, semua nak kena taubat. Cakap macam mak aku cakap. Mak aku dulu gini ya, taubat. Mak aku tak pernah tunjuk aku macam mana taubat. Bacaan taubat pun dia, maaf. Aku masih ada mak. I still have my mother. This is how I told my mom. Macam mak kita sing song. Sekarang kita dengan anak-anak, taubat. Tapi kita tak pernah tunjuk, lakonkan macam mana tu tadi. These are the things. Kadang-kadang nak ada keikhlasan. Bukan nak bantu diri kau. Kau nak kena reda. Kau nak kena ikhlas. Ustaz cuma bimbing je. Tapi apa yang Ustaz sarankan tadi, apa yang saya sarankan tadi, dengar balik tu ayat. Hablum minallah, hablum minan nas. Zarina, as I said, this is non-clinical. When we talk about clinical, this is non-clinical. This is about more spiritual. Because kita punya foundation, spiritual foundation. Bila kita dah maaf dengan Allah, minta maaf dengan Allah, dah buat yang kita sarankan tadi, mudah-mudahan tu Allah terima kita, taubat kita. Dah habis urusan kita dengan Allah. Hablum minallah. Kan? Nah, masuk hablum minan nas. Fadilan, kau cakap hablum minan nas macam ustaz lah. Tak ada. Ini basic. Hablum minan nas hubungan dengan manusia. Apa hubungan dengan manusia? Ibu kita. Orang yang pertama yang kita lukai, yang kita murkai adalah ibu yang melahirkan kita. Bila saya main dadah dulu, orang yang paling terpukul dalam itu mak saya. Jadi dalam Islam juga tadi, hablum minallah dengan Allah, hablum minallah tadi kita ambil ibu kita. Mana yang masih ada ibu, kita minta maaf dengan ibu kita. Nah, kita dah taubat dengan Allah tadi. Sekarang rujukan kedua, kita dah minta maaf dengan orang yang melahirkan kita. Kalau dia masih ada lah. Kalau tidak, kakak kita, abang kita, kita boleh minta kan. Sebagai simbol kita minta. Minta tu, minta maaf satu. Kedua, minta doa restu. Faham tak? Minta doa restu. Kenapa? Doa restu dari mak tu, Masya Allah. Kan? Kita tak tahu lah doa-doa imam, kita tak tahu. Tapi doa ibu tu paling makbul. Apalagi ibu yang melahirkan kita. Apalagi ibu yang melahirkan kita tadi kan. This is the bless. These are the bless that you gonna get. Inilah satu restu yang kau minta, yang kau dapat daripada ibu kau. Mudah-mudahan dikasih dengan jalan yang lurus. Alhamdulillah berlaku. Kita kadang-kadang tak nampak. Hubung dengan apa tau? Fadilan cakap superficial lah. Tak ada. Dia ada certain thing yang kita tengok spiritual ni. Kan yang foundation very basic yang kita tak nak tengok. Yang lain-lain tu dalam program tu kita akan belajar lah. Kan? Kitab bukan kitab tebal-tebal, kitab kecil-kecil gini, tipis-tipis. Kan? Doa pakai baju, doa tengok cermin, kan? Doa potong kuku, kan? Doa masuk toilet. Simple-simple biar amalan, kekal meh. Kan? Bukan nak pergi, tebal gini ya, Fadilan nak kena hafal. Tak payah. Ini amalan-amalan yang ringan yang kita nak bawa dengan kawan-kawan. Let me tell you, in my relapse prevention punya workshop, kalau di Islam, kalau ada keinginan dalam hati kau sekarang ni, kalau ada keinginan dalam fikiran kau sekarang ni, apa yang paling mudah kau buat? Ada yang dalam guru kata, sembahyang Fadilan. Ada yang kata, telefon kaunselor Fadilan. Telefon kaunselor. Banyak kaunselor kan. Telefon sana lah. Halo, mana nak pergi cari sana, mana ada kredit? Ada telefon tapi tak ada kredit.
Okay.
Kan? Kita nak telefon, bukan cakap sana tak bagus. Ini contoh. Telefon MCS sana lah, telefon sana, talk to a counselor lah, talk to someone lah. Halo, ingat free apa? Kadang-kadang nak beli top up kredit pun dah tak ada. Phone je tinggal. Kredit tak ada. Macam mana nak help? Ask for help.
Okay.
Ada kredit, ada telefon number berdering. Alamak, voicemail lah. Counselor lagi pergi cuti lah. Stop lah. You still depending on human being. Islam kata apa tadi? Kalau ada keinginan, saya sarankan apa yang kita mampu buat, yang paling mudah kita buat. Kata sembahyang. Ada yang kata sembahyang, ada yang kata olahraga, ada yang kata berenang, ada yang kata tidur. Kita nak test dengan dalam grup kita nak kumpul, kita nak senaraikan dalam grup. Pertama, apa paling mudah? Tanya. boleh dapat jawapan. They have tried. Ada yang kata berenang, ada yang kata jogging, ada yang kata aerobik, kan? Ada yang kata counselor. Apa yang paling mudah? Dia tak boleh dapat jawab, kita sarankan istighfar. Nampak? Panji, istighfar dah umur dah tua-tua gini tak tahu ke?
Apa tu istighfar? Astaghfirullahalazim.
Fadilan,
Dia auto dia baca sendiri
tak payah nak bergerak nak pergi ambil wuduk ni sekarang. Kan? Tak payah nak bergerak pergi ambil wuduk ni. Tak payah nak pergi kolam renang. Tak payah bergerak dari sini ni. Duduk ni. Astagfirullahalazim. Astagfirullahalazim. Astagfirullah. Kita boleh lawat, kita boleh istighfar, tasbih, tahmid. Ada ke kena kredit tu?
But that's the thing, no, Fadilan. I mean, I agree with you.
Belum habis. Sorry. Don't cut me. I belum habis. Ada kredit ke? Tak perlu kredit pun. Ada handphone ke? Tak ada handphone. Ada counselor, tak ada counselor pun. Aku minta pada Allah lah.
Okay.
Allah kata satu ayat 70. Dia kasih. Fadilan, berapa lama ni astagfirullah? Setengah jam lah. Alamak, setengah jam. Praktis? Setengah astagfirullah. Astagfirullah. Fadilan dah setengah jam lah. Tak load dah kata dia. Tak load? Santai. Tadi kan fasa pertama tu. Tahap pertama tu. Yang paling mudah. Nah sekarang kita nak hijrah ke fasa kedua. Kalau istighfar dah tak kuat, dah tak mampan ataupun dah tak load, kau pergi ambil wuduk. Nak kena belayar ke ambil wuduk? Panji, nak kena bayar ke ambil wuduk? Tak, free. Ambil wuduk. Kita ambil wuduk. Ya Allah, engkau sejukkanlah aku punya sistem. Ya Allah, engkau pagarkanlah aku daripada setan-setan yang ya Allah, aku minta dah. Engkau sejukkanlah hati aku. Simple. You are gonna do it. It's not me. That's why in my session I will tell them, if you have the urge, you don't call me. I won't answer the call. Because you know, when I teach you skill. How to inject, how to react. Satu istighfar, kedua wuduk. Fadilan, dah ambil wuduk? Ada wuduk apa lagi? Salah, ada 2 rakaat minta dengan Allah. Salah 4 rakaat minta dengan Allah. Lepas 2, 4 rakaat dah habis, mengaji, tasbih, berdoa. Kan? Kalau tak load juga.
Let me cut you there, Fadilan. Right. You, okay, memang kita tengah macam ini, kita berdoa, bersembayang. Tapi let me ask you a question. You tengah ketagih ni, does this work? You tengah ketagih ni, will this, astagfirullah. Kalau if this work, banyak yang dapat stop jadi penagih.
Panji.
Okay guys, out there, don't condemn me because my question is all. I'm sure out there a lot of people also have the same question. Jangan judge me guys. Kita macam Fadilan, dia tahu I am asking this raw hard question because I want to help those out there. We in Voiceout Cakap Je want to help people out there. So this hard question bukan menindas atau menghina, but to help. Right, Fadilan.
Panji.
Yes, sir.
I presented a couple of presentation in a world forum with this method, Islamic approach. I presented in a world forum. One of the participants stood up and said, "Look, Fadilan, what is you got Allah here, Allah there, and Allah and so on, astaghfirullah and so on, What if, a person does not have a God?" See the audience giving him a clap. Plop, 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 plop. Almost the whole hall. He made a plop, 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 plop. Whoa, good. So he thought that I got the heat. No, I don't have the heat. I'm going to tell him the truth. I say, look, if you don't have the God, don't you believe in yourself that you can do it? Take God alone. Take God alone. Leave God alone. You don't want to quit? You don't want to do it? It's up to you. It's all in you. For me, as I said, kita ada tahap. When you cakap tadi kan di dalam kecanduan, yes, that means dia physical tu tadi. Physically tadi dia dah tak kuat. Whatever you put in, di physical stage tu tadi, kau tak boleh, tak mampu nak, kau nak azan ke, kau nak hujah apa pun dah tak mampu. Pasal apa? Dia struggling dengan dalam withdrawal.
Yes.
As opposed to recovery people like me. You know, we are more stable. You know, and even after 1 year, after 2 years, after 3 years, a lot of people, a lot of this recovering individual also will suffer ataupun will go through PAW, PAW,
What's that?
post-acute withdrawal. Google, post-acute withdrawal. After 2 years, after 3 years dah clean pun, kita akan mengalami satu fasa yang nama post-acute withdrawal. At times, kita akan goosebump. At times, kalau kita dengar ni apa-apa ni kan, lagu-lagu ni kan, ataupun lagu-lagu yang associate dengan drug ni kan, kita akan rasa, terbawa lah. Kan, memang kita tak high, memang kita tak high, tak use. But the post-acute withdrawal, these are symptoms. And I'm talking about facts here. I'm not talking, like you can Google, These are education. I'm going to tell them and say, look, these are the things that you need to understand. Again, leave Allah alone. If you want to do it, you can always do it. Inshallah, as I say, kan. Again, how much you want to put your effort in your recovery. You see, Zarina, Panji, whatever I've shared tentang istighfar, tentang wudu, tentang solat, ataupun yang keempat tadi, kalau ada keinginan kat sini, pindah. Kan, mungkin kasihan setan lah. Pindah sana kan, hijrah lah. These are steps. These are skills. How you want to use it? Again, I don't need Zarina to tell me that. I don't need Panji to tell me that. I don't need Bella to tell me that. I don't need Wan Halima to tell me that. It is my own recovery. I have to take charge of my own recovery. Full control of my own recovery.
So Fadilan, if let's say there are people who are hearing us today and they're really in need, in search of, to be back on track, can they approach you? Does Ministry of Recovery welcome them?
No, as I said, right now I'm focusing on other issues, other things, for Ministry of Recovery, basically I just do some consultation, some, reach out program, or in fact, education. So education for them. As I said, I don't want to, I'm running from home right now. I don't have an office right now. But if anybody want to have a chat, I don't know if anybody want to have a chat with me, we can always meet dekat Bedok ataupun dekat East Coast punya coffee bean, just relax, dekat seaside kan, relax, ada coffee bean kat situ 24 hours, kita boleh just santai lah. It's not about we are not going about to the moon, kita bukan nak pergi bulan kan, kita cuma nak sharing. I don't have the answer to all those things, but as I said, I could always suggest to them, it's for their own, it's for my own also. You see, you can't keep it unless by giving it away. Kita tak boleh simpan lagi kita tak share dengan orang lain. And then when you ask me about berapa tahun dah tak masuk penjara, dalam program petapis tu banyak filosofi yang dia ajar. You don't talk the talk, but you need to walk the walk. You see, ini semua lingo, these are all the jargons that we use dalam the therapeutic community tu tadi. You need to understand
what we can safely say kan Fadilan, siapa-siapa yang tengah struggle di sana, petapis is the best option for you for the first step. Register yourself or volunteer yourself to petapis, ataupun Is there any others that you think that you will mention that, okay, because this guy need a helping hand. So at least, yeah, tell us how they can back on track.
Today, Panji, today the system is different.
Better,
It's different.
yeah, different
Far more
to
different.
better.
I don't know if as I said, to me, uh, the previous Petapis is much better.
Ah, okay, okay.
Because today, if you go into Petapis or
Mm.
even Isla, you cannot walk in and volunteer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Even though you are
Yeah, nonsense.
desperately in help, you cannot just go in and help. I
They
need
will,
help. You
they,
cannot.
they will tell you, you know what? We don't have such a program anymore. We don't take walk-in cases. We
So they take who?
all prisoners.
Direct
They
from
are
prison.
they are referring. They got referred by the prison department.
So are you trying to say that, okay, dalam prison dia jaga, but once you are out of prison, good luck, take care yourself.
Yes,
Are you sure?
that's the reason why. That's the reason why now in a prison there is this self-help support group, 12 step ataupun the Narcotic Anonymous. Narcotic Anonymous is a self-help support group.
Okay.
They does hospital and institution. They does do dia punya services atau reach out services to tell all those prisoners that they have this just a group on every Monday, Tuesday or Wednesday on every day.
Mm.
When they release, they can always come back to the group lah.
Uh,
And you don't have to be registered because it's an anonymous, you see. As opposed like, if you want to go to Petapis or even Isla, you need to be registered. And the only way that you can be registered is only IMH. You can surrender yourself in IMH. Down there they got, all those detox program or they got the bridge program, all run by professional in IMH. If you are there for alcohol, if you are there for gambling, if you even there for drugs, they would know how to handle you. So you see the MHA is try to do a control way monitoring, so that they knew how many people came voluntarily to MH to surrender and so on. It won't be in the record. It's only for their registration, and so they just want to know the statistic and so on, which is good for me. It's good, you can always walk into a conducive environment where clinically all are trained. Before they look into your addiction, they look into your withdrawal. They have medication, they have all those time frame for you to kick out the habit from your system. Then after that, they have the bridge. They have counseling in groups, individual. They does assessment. These are more clinical setting, which is good.
but
Oh, okay. So
if you are the person who tengah high, lost, you okay, would you volunteer yourself into IMH? Would you? Dengar Dela hati say, okay, I want to go inside IMH.
Can you repeat back your question and just listen? Just repeat your question.
I'm
What is
okay.
it? What is it?
Okay.
What is that
Repeat
you
apa
said?
dia?
Tadi you tanya apa
no,
tadi?
Shafi was asking if you are high, would you register yourself in IMH?
See, when you are high, would you register? They won't accept you because you are tipsy and so on. They won't accept
But when
you.
you are
You see,
sober, I mean, would
you
you?
see, that's why I said when you are sober and you are struggle, datang satu kesadaran dan nak berubah, then you talk to someone, your family members. You cannot just walk into IMH personally. You can be accepted, but they will just tell you off and say, look, why did you come back with someone? Your referral ataupun you punya apa? In case of emergency lah. You
So
punya
you are trying to
macam
tell me now that in Singapore, kalau you need help, you got nowhere to go.
As I said, I cannot answer you this because you know what? There's a lot of scenario, Panji. There's a lot of scenario. So they cannot
Like
accept you because
so
you see,
mine
one
is very
thing is
straightforward.
okay. It's straightforward now. If you're intoxicated, okay, you go into anywhere, people will reject you. Most to most, they will hold you. As I said, they will hold you until you are more okay, until you are more stable, until they get someone who can really fetch you back home. Then only they will release you. I'm not promising you to go inside the program or registered in the INH. I'm just want you to win off. You're drunk, or you're tipsy, just win off. I got contact with your family members or your associate who could help you to bring you back home. And I will tell your associate or your family member when he's more stable, I want you or the family members to bring him back for an interview or for screening purposes and so on. These are the things that normally these are system. Selalu pun kalau dah mabuk gitu kan, lalu polis yang angkat. Polis angkat so lokap
Yeah, they will settle only after masuk lokap keluar dia say. Tapi belum settle lagi masalah dia, belum settle lagi dia punya addiction, belum settle lagi dia punya ketagihan.
Belum. That's what I said. Nak kena ada kesadaran pribadi, Panji. It has to come from the horses.
Person himself. Yeah.
It's not easy. Yes, I have my own brother who struggled for years. Drag him to Petapis, drag him to everywhere, and he doesn't want to quit. I have my own cousin. I have the whole row of cousins who are champion in drugs.
Yeah,
who
I
know
because I see
people.
those
I
one
couldn't help.
Pergi masuk, yeah.
I couldn't help them because you know what? They doesn't want to help themselves.
Maybe the help is not given to them properly dekat sini.
Yeah, but what are the helps given to them? We don't know.
Exactly. So what are the help?
We don't know. As I said,
You know, Shafi, I think, I think that we should really get somebody from Sana or from CNB to really share
Tell
with
us what
insight and input. Yeah, because Fadilan already shared, his own personal experience that was in the 80s and now, and basically he's what he sees and what he has observed. So I feel that it's good. Yeah,
see,
if maybe
again, the question again, Sarina, sorry, Panji.
Yeah.
The question is that when the government start mapping those, as I said, those who have successfully not returning to the prison, where are the numbers? Because they always publish all those people who've been arrested, this amount, CMB dapat recommendation, CMB dapat acknowledgement, kan? Gila. Even let me tell you, as we speak, when we talk about UN level, I challenge all of you. Have a look at 2020, have a look at 2021, have a look at 2022.
Repeat balik, there's a lagging just now. Repeat balik, ada lagging.
Okay.
The question.
Now, the question is that the government need to look it seriously. One, about the soil. I remember the soil that I mentioned to you just now.
Yes.
Tanah yang dekat luar sama tanah yang dekat dalam penjara tu.
Yeah.
Kenapa dia bila dia pindah dekat luar je terplay on. Tersungkur, tergolek. Kan? Kenapa? Apa hal? Bumi sama je. Kan? Tapi tanah kat bawah tu kita nak kata tengok. Plant is okay. The plant is healthy. The cuaca is healthy. Only thing the ground. Need to look at the ground. Hantar balik tempat cai, hantar balik tempat beduk. Kan? Takkan Fadilan takkan nak suruh pergi Orchard. Kan? So, I'm not asking that. hantar balik tempat yang dia layak lah. Proper. Kan? Satu. Kedua, start looking into all those people who have made it for more than 10, 15, 20 years of recovery. Because you know what? There must be a number. Panji, as we speak today, Zarina, as we speak today, I've been following with the UNODC punya World Drug Report. Okay? I was involved in all those UN punya World Drug Report punya reading. Tak ada pasal recovery pun. Dia cerita pasal UN, you baca jilid World Drug Report every year ada 5 jilid. I will forward to you the link. 1 jilid, 2 jilid, 3 jilid, 4 jilid, 5 jilid. 1 dia punya summary lah. 2 dia punya classification lah. 3 pasal drug yang popular lah. 4 inilah. 5 yang budget they spend and so on. Tak ada talk pasal apa, how many people have been in recovery. They did not talk about that. I even share with the world-renowned recovery champion punya person. Dia kata, Fadilan, you got a point. It's a long way. It's a long way. It's a long battle. Why you want to keep all this under you? If you were to ask me, you tak ada men and woman in blue ke? Nak kerja ekstra untuk nak pergi cari, bukan pergi cari, buka sistem je. You have all the system. What? You have the 4.0 smart nation. What?
Okay.
You are a smart nation kan? So it's a challenge lah. Again, for me, Panji, again, I'm just wanted to share this so that our brothers and sisters, you see, when we talk about individual, I'm a male. Okay, I knew a female, a nurse, a registered nurse, who have more than 20 years in your sobriety, who has moved on dengan their life, who have went to Umrah this year, who are still in my network. Kalau tadi you dengar Zarina, I network kat Bedok lah, banyak kita extend punya network kan. That is negative. But let me share with you today, I have a group of more than 70 people in the group who has 30 years, 25 years to 30 years of sobriety. Who have not received any recognition from Yellow Ribbon.
Okay. Why? Why they not receive? Because they sembunyi diri ataupun they don't tampilkan diri sendiri, tampil to them and say, okay, I can help.
You ada CMB nak tangkap sindiket buat. You tak ada intelligent nak pergi buru dengan budak-budak ni ke apa?
Ada point there. Tapi
I have a point. I have a lot of point to pin. Not only to pin, to make their brain start working, thinking. I just want to tell them and say, wake up. We are not stupid. Kau boleh menyamar sebagai CNB, kau boleh menyamar dengan ni untuk apa? You have to spend a lot of money on intelligence. With drone, with everything, with all the computers, supercomputers and so on, with data and so on, big data and so on. By one fingertip, this one is, this person is, have suspect, this one, everything you have in one tip. You don't know dia bekas penagih dadah. You can always identify.
You're trying to say that this Yellow Ribbon did not retract or did not only show negative but tak ada positive.
No. I don't say they are negative.
Okay. So what you trying to tell me? Yeah.
I don't say they are negative. They do, as I said, they do yearly lah. They see usual campaign.
Okay.
Mindset campaign. January, hawker culture campaign. February, keep Singapore clean campaign. March, macam-macam campaign lah. Campaign. Nanti apa tahu? Nanti 26 of June, World Drug Free Day. Campaign lagi.
Okay.
Itu start dia punya running. Itu start inilah. Itu carnival. Carnival printed everything, carnival and so on. You know.
So what actually you want?
Wonderful.
You tell
You
us.
know what? Very spectacular. 3,000
Uh,
people attended your jogging. Oh man. Let me tell you, you have more than 10,000 people who have not go back to the prison system.
I see.
Why don't you pull them in? Why don't you pull them in? When you pull them in, you call me. I will break the world record. Singapore will have the break record. We have 10,000 people who not go back to the prison system.
There you
That
go.
is evidence based. That is soundful. That is mindful. You 3,000, 4,000 people turn out in your crowd. Oh, challenge.
Yang tak pernah go
Yellow
through all
ribbon
this
relay.
trouble,
Relay. Yellow ribbon relay. Hello. And let me tell you, if you put me, I will put Singapore into a world record.
Tu dia punya.
Daripada Changi sampai Woodland, semua orang boleh hand in hand masuk penjara. Daripada Changi prison sampai Woodland checkpoint, hand in hand. These people, dia punya line ni, these people so many kilometer ni, these are the people who does not go back to the prison. It will appear in the world record.
Singapore alone Local aja
I have done a lot of things. The only thing is that I just want to be quiet. And tonight, I share with you how we want to change into negative into positive, and it stays. It stays. You see, you boost. You have 10,000. You have 10,000 ex-criminal, ex-prisoner who does not go back to the prison. When you get it, it boosts the morale. It bonds. It bonds. Ada Indian, ada female, ada Melayu, ada India, ada Bengali, ada Mak Saleh, ada apa, semua come in one. Itu pasal dalam prison punya logo, capstone apa? Apa the capstone life ke apa tu tadi? Kan ada kan dalam bus tu capstone life? Capstone of life. Capstone on life ke apa tak tahulah.
Okay.
Rehab, renon ke rewind ke tak tahu apalah. Dia tak nak dekat recovery pun. They do not believe in recovery. Let me tell you, I will forward to you the logo. Capstone of life. Rewind. Captain of life. Rewind. Rehab. Apa lagi satu lah. Renew. Renew. Rewind ke rehab ke renew. They doesn't want to use the word recovery. That's the reason why I use the Ministry of Recovery.
I was asking if there's anybody who is interested to go back on track. Are you able to help? And you were saying that at this moment you're focusing on other things, right?
As I said,
are you? It's like it's because you have given up, or because you are tired, because you feel that
I'm not
it's better
tired.
for you to do it outside. It seems like there's nothing much to do in Singapore, and you think that I think you are being appreciated better by giving your services to the world outside.
Actually, I'm focusing on Brunei. I have a project coming up in Brunei. So I don't want to say that okay, I can help, but when time comes, I'm not around and so on. So there are two things that I just wanted to share with all of you. One is the Brunei Bay project. I got a huge project in Brunei, and then the other one is the supplement drink. Supplement drink. I'm involved with some herbal tonic drink. Again, ni bukan bukan alcohol. These are ginseng. Cordyceps, green tea.
So you're doing other form of businesses lah. That means you're focusing on other form of businesses.
It is part of my income. I need to focus because of income. As I said, you don't receive any funding. We don't receive any funding. So basically,
Okay,
it's just
so that was your
self-funding and
challenge.
so on. Right. For me, as I go along, if people want to have chat, talk, or group, even I don't mind. When you got involved with drugs, it's a learning process. When you want to be out from drugs, you have
Also,
to go a relearning process to undone or undo all those negative things and so on. You need to go to a relearning process.
okay, faham. Okay,
I
wow.
think this is really a very deep and I would say
Right?
it's really something that is beyond our expectation. But alhamdulillah,
Exactly. Yeah.
yeah, I think it's really heart to heart talk from you, Fadilan. I think you really want to you have shared, yeah, you have shared what you have gone through, and I believe that those who are listening, it's very deep, yeah, it's very in depth, and I really hope that this could be one of the ways, yeah, that we could help our community if they
Yeah.
are in this plight. Yeah,
True.
yeah.
True. Yeah. Alhamdulillah, boss. Fadilan, we appreciate you for coming over on board because tengah sakit pun you nak share. And kita cakap podcast ni only for 45 minutes. Sekarang dah 2 hours 15 minutes. And
Apa?
and kalau kita nak sambung, I think our boss boleh sambung lagi. But guys out there, I think cukuplah sekadar ini for a start untuk you all take away and register what we shared. Some is good, some no good. Up to you guys. Kau bangkal, I think what our boss Fadilan cakap, your heart yourself, self healing, self you need to change yourself before you get help or people help you. Betul boss?
Yeah. Man helping man to help himself. You have to help yourself before you help others.
Yes.
Before others help you.
Yes.
You know, you need to help yourself first. Take responsibility.
Yeah. And the last topic tu what boss Fadilan cakap, to relearn is not an easy journey, but you need to do it. So that relearn process, you kena pandai-pandai cari, you kena backtrack whatever you need to do or you don't need to do. And I believe the best, kalau you ada mentor ke, you ada someone to help you kalau you along the way you tergelincir. So boss, kalau saya ni the person who perlukan help, how can I call you? How can I approach you? Or how can I
Reach you.
get in touch with you? Can I do that?
No problem. Finally, you can share my number with them.
Okay.
I have a Facebook account. You know, then I
Fadilan
have a
Diki, right?
right, and then I have a my phone number. What I will do is that I will also, if they are willing, and on my other side, my associate or my group, if they also are willing to accept all those people, I will introduce them to the group. So it's not only me will help all those people. Those people that I introduced to the group will also get help, and they could also help others in a group.
Yeah.
You know, again, I need to seek consent from the group. It's not my group. It is as I said, it is a anonymous group, and we are open. As I said, when we talk about recovery, we are open. We are no champion. We're still learning. Kita masih belajar. Banyak kekurangan tadi, banyak kelemahan, kesalahan. Jadi I'm open, to share or even to refer. Kalau I tak boleh, I can refer you to a group yang boleh bantu.
I'm sure you got a lot of good contacts, good network in this, yeah. So can refer.
As I said, I have one. My largest group was in UK. Honestly, as I said, not in Singapore. My largest group is in UK. I have a set of group that I went for the recovery coach certification in UK. in UK. I'm the only Singaporean who are currently certified with the UK punya
Itu
recovery
dia.
coach
Bos
academy.
Fadilan bukan biasa-biasa tau. Yeah,
Kita belajar.
yeah. Dia bukan sekadar go through this, but he learned and he is certified counselor, certified
Recovery coach.
counselor,
Recovery coach. Recovery coach.
recovery coach. We talking about certified recovery coach, bukan local only, but also overseas. Okay, Zaina, do you have any question? Last question to our
No, I
yep.
think, I think it has been a good sharing. Yeah. And I
It's
really
been a
hope
good
that
sharing.
this will benefit whoever who are listening and who needs help. Yeah, I think that's most
Yeah.
important thing. Yeah, and for those of you who have any comment or anything to share, do drop your comment and write it to us, and we can personally pass it to Mr. Fadilan. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
because this, in the comment, or you can PM us at our official Facebook page at Voiceout Cakap Je. You think you want to reach to our boss, di Petuang Agung Fadilan AK, untuk, untuk contact dia, to get help, you can sue us also, no problem. And boss, we really appreciate you coming over and share this. And ni bukan biasa-biasa punya info ni dah bagi ni. Terbaik bos. Memang kita ni tak go through it, we don't know all these things. That's why we really appreciate your sharing with us.
I think this has been a good sharing, a very heart-to-heart discussion, and I personally can feel, what Mr. Fadilan has shared with us. And to all brothers or sisters out there, if you know of anyone or even someone close to you or even yourself, you need help. I think help is out there, and don't be shy. Yeah, you need, like what Mr. Fadilan said, you need to make that first move. Yeah, and this has been Voice Out Cakap Je. I really hope that this is something that we can put forward for the benefit of our community.
Yes, correct, yeah. And thank you, boss Fadilan. Thank you very much. Appreciate your presence here. And those out there, have a nice day. Be safe, stay safe. My
Zarina
partner,
Zaharuddin di sini dan Voice Out Cakap Je, real
dear
people, real
people,
stories.
dear story. Assalamualaikum.